Alrighty guys, so now we're going today. So a little cool out. It's only supposed to be like low 70s, which I guess is a good thing, but yeah. So my pails showed up. I see now why they charged so much for shipping. They have faster shipping apparently, but I don't know why you would need it, because the shipping that I paid for this, the price of it, was like $17. A little bit on the high side, but you get next day shipping, which I didn't really know that. Just because usually, like with Northern Tool, they charge like, what is it, like 10 or 14 bucks, but then it takes about 4 days to get here. With Uline, they're shipping, maybe it depends on items. I don't know, since my items were kind of on the big side, maybe it costs a little bit more. I don't know, but so I ordered 5 pails from them in the color red, and I also ordered 5 standard lids to go with them for what I'm going to use these pails for. I don't need anything. I don't need any fancy kind of lids. They have lids for pouring liquids, which could be a good thing for water, I suppose. But you have to take the lids off all the time to fill them. So we usually just run them without the lids. But these pails they're basically unmarked, which can't say the same thing for the Harbor Hank pails. Not that it matters, it says Harbor Hank on it. It's just the point that they have, where I bought them from. It has their address and stuff on it. For people around here, it doesn't really matter for those people that see it. But for outsiders, they don't need to see that. So, and plus I just wanted, plus those pails are expensive, those Harbor Hank pails. But I don't think there's much of a difference between them and this. So, but anyways, yeah, it was pretty much next day shipping. Because I ordered these things yesterday. Well, basically it's overnight shipping is what I should say. Because I ordered these things yesterday, maybe around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then by 2 o'clock this afternoon, they were already here. They were already out for delivery by UPS. You can pick, I think, between UPS and then FedEx or whatever, but I'm okay with UPS. So these are I'll show you the lids. These are just standard lids. Apparently it shows, they're not going to be able to see that though, but it shows, I guess, where they're made from and the company name, I guess, who makes these pails. I don't know. But these are the lids, and it looks like they do. You see this little black ring inside. It's kind of like a waterproof strip thing, so obviously moisture or water can't come out of it or in it or whatever, it's to make a tight seal. So they added that. That's kind of neat. So like I said, these are just standard lids. They have a few different kinds. I think the other ones that I might have went with were the ones that actually unscrew. You could just unscrew them and then, it's just like a big old hole. That would be okay for hauling water, but for what I'm going to use these pails for, I'm going to be okay without them. So, just your standard lids, and then these are what the pails look like. Like I said, I ordered five lids too. Might as well, if you're going to order 5 pails, why not order 5 lids? So, these are just 5 gallons, which is about what we use anyway. And they're unmarked. The only thing, of course, they have on there is the warning label, which, that's fine, but it's not really. It's got the name underneath here, of, I guess, who makes them. But they don't plaster it all over the side, which, whatever. But they're pretty light. The light goes through it pretty good and stuff, but they feel surprisingly thick. They feel like they would hold up pretty well. So no complaining right out of the box there. One thing I did notice is right here. I'm not saying if they all have it, but there's a little bit of nick in the paint. But I don't know if that's paint. I don't know if it's the inside. I don't know how that works, but it's black anyway. But it looks like something nicked it there, but I don't think it's going to hurt the pail any. And plus, it's just going to get dinged up anyway from use. So, comes with buying stuff, you use them, so you got to expect them getting dinged up. As long as there's no holes in it, I'm alright with them. So, but anyways, I bought 5 of these. And whatnot. Like I said, they're 5-gallon pails. Nothing fancy about them, but I bought them from Uline. Besides their shipping and handling being a little bit outrageous, I mean, you get what you pay for. Obviously, I got next day shipping, so I'm not gonna complain there. But I don't know if it's maybe just because of the items that I was buying or what. But when I went to look at these pails, because I got a catalog from them. How they even knew I was out there, I don't know. But they sent me a catalog, a little while ago, and they had these pails in there. And I figured, well, we kind of do need some more pails, and can use them for other things as well. I do plan on actually using 2 of these as weights for my 4-wheeler for when I plow snow. The thing I didn't like, now maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just the way it is. You can't order any less than 5 apparently. So if you only need like 2, you ain't gonna get it. You gotta order at least 5 or more. Now I don't know why that is. It was that way with me. They have it there that you can select how many you want, but yet when I selected 3, because that's really all I wanted to order was 3, they changed it back up to 5. So they just automatically changed it back up to 5. So I'm not too sure why. That I don't agree with. I don't know why it's like that, but I'm not going to really complain that I got more pails than what I needed. I'm okay with the 5 because it's just, extra pails floating around. So I would have liked it if it would have stayed at 3, because that's really all I would have needed was 3. Because I don't need any more than that, So, but whatever. I'm not going to really worry about it. I think the pails themselves were decently cheap. I think the lids were only like $1 something a piece. Which is fun. It was just a good thing, because you shouldn't charge a lot for a lid. There's nothing really to them. So, but you can get these in different colors. I could have just got them in the simple white, but I figured red would be okay. Plus, I'm going to use a couple of these, like I said. I'm going to put them on the back of the 4-wheeler when I get my cargo rack thing. That should be coming sometime this week as well. Then I'm going to fill 2 of these pails up with sand, and that'll be my rear weight. Normally, I just use sandbags. The thing is that the sandbags I have are old, and they're getting holes in them, and it just gets my 4-wheeler all dusty. By the end of the year, my 4-wheeler's, it's got sand all over it. Whereas this, I feel like, it's better. It's not going to get my 4-wheeler all covered in sand. And plus, I think since the weight's going to be out a little further, it may make it seem a little heavier on the rear end, even though it's going to be focused on more on kind of like a little, piece of pipe pretty much. It's not kind of going throughout the whole entire machine like it was when it's on the sandbags. It'll be more going into the hitch instead of just all over. But whatever, I'm not going to worry about it. I think the cargo rack can hold up to about 500 pounds, so it's more than enough for this. I'm probably only going to be putting on 2 pails, because I got one that hardware hang pail is full of sand right now, and that's pretty heavy. So I can imagine what 2 of these would feel like on the back of that 4-wheeler. So, because unfortunately we'll have to plow snow for another year with that machine, with the wheeler. So I need a better weight setup. The only problem with this, with the cargo rack being on the back, is one, I'm not going to have my hitch. So if I need to pull somebody out, I'm going to have to drop all the weights and everything. And then that's going to be the clearance issue a little bit. And then there's going to be, my machine is going to be a lot longer now, because I got that extended out now. So it's not going to really be too much of an issue. I mean, only time will tell, right? So, but just wanted to show you guys what I got so far. Just these neat little pails. And yeah, I know that some of our pails that we have, they have these little white plastic things on them too, and they're actually starting to crack. So those things don't really last forever, but they do make it easier on the fingers, that's for sure. But that's it right there, boys. I'll put the link to where I bought these pails from. So if you guys want to order some, you can. You can get them any, other places too. But I don't know. Some places on eBay sell them, but just for one pail, it's like $20, and it's like, really? So I don't know. You just gotta, I guess, get what you think what you want, and I got red, and got them from Uline. So not a bad website, because they sell a lot of things that I'm never gonna buy. They sell a lot of shipping labels and and bubble wrap, just shipping stuff in general. And of course, in pails like this and whatnot. They sell a little bit of everything, I guess you can think of. But a lot of that, I don't think I'm never gonna have a use for it. The only thing I really see buying from them are more pails. I guess if we need them. But other than that, that's good enough for me. So could have went and bought more hardware hang pails, but they're marked and they're just not really what I'm looking for. I think they're just the same thickness though. I probably, I don't know. Never really looked, but so yeah. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is because I'm going to do this off camera. I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I'm going to fill up 2 of these pails full of sand, and then I'm going to put the lids on them because I don't want moisture getting to them. And I don't know whatever I did with my rubber mallet. I know I had one. I had one up in the garage. I thought I had one back here too, but apparently it disappeared. So, fill them up with sand, and we'll be one step closer, I guess, ready for plowing snow this year. Another thing I'm going to do too is once I get the tractor fixed, I got to fix the 1586, but I'm waiting for my tools to show up with that. But I think after I get the tack fixed on that, I'm going to start maybe trying to order some tires for the 4-wheeler. It needs new tires as well. So, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Just do one thing at a time, and this is what we're doing. So, but I figured that's going to be it pretty much, guys. Like I said, I ordered 5 pails. Well, I brought all 5 out here because I don't need them. I don't need them up in the house. They're gonna stay back here. But I'm gonna fill 2 of these right now, and then yeah, I'm gonna actually empty out that hardware hang pail into this pail there, and then just put these off to the side. So take a look at. I know that pail's kind of got nicks on it too. They probably all got nicks on them. I don't know. Maybe it's just something from when they were being made. I don't know. So, but I'm not gonna cry over it. Yeah, hopefully they'll do what I want them to do. Cause these weren't freaking cheap pails, but it'll make life a little bit easier, I think. Hopefully it will. So that's the plans anyway. Fill up 2 of those, and then we should be good to go. So, But like I said, guys, I'll put the links to this stuff below. And you guys, if you guys need pails, then you guys know where to find them. Like I said, you don't have to order it with lids. You can order without, but if you need lids, then they sell them too, and you can get them in the same color as the pails. That's what I did, so everything matches. So yeah, and I just figured red would be better for plowing snow because, in the wintertime everything's white. Even though I do have warning lights on my four-wheeler, I just feel like red pails, either red or orange or yellow, would stand out the most in white snow. So if you guys are using these pails in the wintertime for winter use, I recommend even getting a bright colored pail, just so you don't lose it or someone doesn't see it and hits it or something, because people are stupid nowadays. So a nice big bright red pail or bright colored pail will stand out a little bit. Kind of like that white pail wouldn't really stand out. It would actually blend in with the snow. So if I was stupid and I left it on the road by mistake, somebody hit it, it'd be my fault because they didn't see it. Whereas a red pail, yeah, I think they could see that. So, still be a stupid thing to do, leave a pail on the side of the road, but shit happens too, right? So, well, yeah, so guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to take off and I'm going to load these two pails up and be done with that. And then whenever we need to get ready for plowing snow, then I'll be ready. But next thing to show up hopefully will be the cargo rack. And then I'm going to install that or put it all together. Hopefully it'll fit Big Red's hitch. And then, because I'll make a video on that too, so that'll be a separate video there. But getting one step closer. And of course, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to point this out too before I forget. I'm going to have to strap these pails down. So, because if you don't, they're probably just going to fall out. And I tend to drive a little reckless when I'm plowing snow. Because you kind of have to go fast. So, these pails are going to have to be strapped down. I'm just going to run them through the handles. And then, I think maybe if I can get some of my old straps to work. I don't want to use my brand new ones that I bought last year. Or the year before that. Whenever I bought some new straps, tie-down straps. I bought those in case I have to haul my four-wheeler or my tractor, my mower. Then I got some new straps for that if I should have to haul one of them at some point. So don't really want to use them. I got some used ones, but I think they're a little bit dicked. But maybe I'll try to get. I only need one, so just get them as tight as you possibly can, and then without cracking the pail, of course, and then we'll be good. So, but anyways, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. So I'm going to take off, guys. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.